Hey everybody, Jerry Miculek here, and we're going to go retro on you today. We're going to go back to the Second War and give you an idea what Smith & Wesson was up to back in those days. And what they supplied to the U.S. government and also foreign governments was the Victory model revolvers. And you can tell by the finish on the gun, it's not brightly blued, and the whole idea was to get a quality product out as fast as they could, get them out to the soldiers. This is a 38 Smith & Wesson caliber, and it went to the British Commonwealth countries. This one was shipped to Australia. After the war, a lot of these were sold back as surplus items, so this one came back in the States. It might have been refinished, but by the finish on the hammer and the trigger, I don't think this gun was ever issued. Anyway, it's a K-frame. It's a 6-shot, 5-inch barrel, and it was chambered in 38 Smith & Wesson, which is an interesting cartridge in itself. And all the ones made for the U.S. government back in that era, the Victory models, was chambered in 38 Special. Totally different cartridge. The 38 Smith & Wesson was first introduced back in 1877, I believe, if that's correct. It was chambered in a black powder round, and I think it had a 146 grain bullet on it. And what was different between that and a 38 Special, of course, the bullet weight and also the bullet diameter is different. And a little bit word of caution, guys, if you're looking for a surplus one, this one is still in the original chambering. So a lot of these, when they came back, were punched out the 38 Specials. It was a relatively crude conversion, and what happens when you fire a 38 Special that's been rechambered in a 38 Smith & Wesson cylinder, you get like a bottleneck effect, and the extraction is very erratic. Don't recommend that you buy one of those, but a lot of them were converted to that caliber. Kind of give you an idea, the K-frames that Smith & Wesson have been in manufacture forever. There's probably 5 million K-frames have been manufactured, maybe even more. Give you an idea what the cartridge looked like. The British, there again, that's a 38 Smith & Wesson with the original 100, and I think 146 grain bullet. It was chambered in black powder, then of course it was converted to smokeless when that was available. But the British used a 200 grain bullet, and this is what a 200 grain lead bullet looks like. That's a modern cast bullet at 200 grains for 38 Special. Quite different. And the 38 Special round, of course, that most of us have shot and know of is the 38 Special. And you can see it's a lot longer cartridge. The bullet weight there standard is 158 grain lead round nose. The velocity on these were, I don't think they even had 650 feet a second, where the 38 Special was about 850 feet a second. The British liked slow, heavy bullets. Of course, the Americans were a little different, and you used a more modern cartridge. So anyway, the wartime production guns were called Victory models. And if you look on the back of the frame here, there's a V on the back of serial number, which designates it as a Victory model. So made a lot of them. They served well. A lot of them came back to the United States as surplus, and this is one from Australia, and I got one.